Well, hello everybody and welcome back to jpde. I'm gonna take a quick sip. Ah! I should say it right quick too. Anyway, last time we saw Penny's father and Winter. Didn't get the guy's name though. Oh, enough about the ginger guy. Let's talk business. What do you want from a man? Well, as you may remember from our last meeting, Alex, I'm a writer. I've just finished working on a very long series, and my next project is going to be an anthology of short stories. I don't think that's right. Oh, interesting. But I don't see how I could help with that. Nothing complicated. I just like you to use your wife as I just like to use your wife as inspiration. Excuse me? My first series has been pretty much verse in fantasy so far this anthology. I'd like the characters and situations to hit closer to home, so to speak. And my dear Alex, I don't know what it is about you, but the stories you told me about yourself have steered my creative juices something fierce. I'm glad? Wait, what exactly did you tell her? No details, just the general idea. That's more than enough for me. Look! Holy, that's a lot of paper. I wrote all of it yesterday. Your story about your relationship with Evelyn inspired me so much that I couldn't put my pen down. I made 4 different versions. You mean those are about me and... The characters are inspired by the 2 of you, yes. Can I read? Sure. Evelyn, anyway, so what you like me to do is just tell you about my life? And the people in it. I will of course reward you handsomely. What kind of rewards? Money to begin with. I am an affirmed author, after all. Also, I have a few connections that can make your life as a hunter quite easier. I see. That actually does interest me. I wonder what these connections are. But I guess she's only going to reveal them once we've collaborated a few times. It's worth a bit of an embarrassment. Alright, you've got a deal. Wonderful. We're going to make the greatest anthology of all time. I know I'm triggering people again as usual. Alex? We've got to try this. Try what? Oh no. Oh. Let's just say that I have a lot of experience writing these kind of scenes. I see. Oh no. So she writes the smut. And Evelyn wants to try some of the stuff that she wrote. Can we wait till we get our own apartment there? But Evelyn is right. We so got... What the... Yo, bro! I'm not a very forward guy about that stuff. Jesus. I don't find a book and then be like, yo, gotta try this. Oh god. Hell, I wouldn't care if the book is based off me and some girl. Fucking, I'll be like, how about we just slow it down? Yay. Great news! Our field trip has been approved, my cute little students. That was fucking perfect! I love that Woody was so perfect with how we fucking popped in. That is great news indeed. And now you can tell us where you're taking us, right? Oh, where would the fun be in that? Oh, come on! As a teacher, it's my duty to preserve the childlike wonder of discovery as much as possible. But I can tell you that the name of this place is Peak. I don't have any knowledge of such a place. And why is it called Peak? Because it was built very high on top of a mountain range. Sounds like a weak reason to name a place. Well, we do live in a kingdom called Vale. I guess Vale Ring cartographers don't have that much imagination. Can't even say that because I'm fucking bad. It's in Vale, right? Just on the border of the civilized part of the kingdom. Be up nice and early on Sunday, students, and be sure to get plenty of sleep and food. You will need all of your strength. Nothing at all? For real? Yeah. There's nothing in my database, or on the network about or any settlement, or the fucking facility called Peak. Well, while it may be easier for you to gather information, it's still information that someone has to have recorded and made available. True. I guess that if you can find it, it's information that doesn't exist, or that you can't access. Precisely so. The world's best librarian is still limited by her keychain. Now who's interrupting? Oh, hey there. You have very sharp friends, Penny. The old man? Wait, this is the person that occupied that cafe. No, that was Winter. Sir, please, I've already apologized. He knows Penny and is in Beacon. I knew it! Of course! Papa! You've arrived! Penny, this person is your father? Enrico Polendina, at your service. Also, hello, Miss Winter. Long time no see. Penny, so that's why you didn't want to introduce yourself. I had some meetings to attend to yesterday before coming to Beacon, and I didn't want to spoil Penny's surprise. I'm so happy to see you, Papa. You have no idea how much I've missed you. Oh, I got your messages. And I've activated... Can't say that still. Yes, I know. You know? How? I thought the signal didn't reach that far. Well... No, he was basically already here. The time we got there, whoever she had been fighting was gone. Her body was damaged, so the training excuse doesn't hold water. I see. Enrico, how do we fix this? I beg your pardon, James. How did this happen? How can we get it back under control? Oh, now I get it. You're looking at this from painfully wrong assumptions, James. Wrong assumptions? Gods, you even sound like her. Being that I'm the father, it should be the other way around. Enrico! James, the problem here is that you're assuming that Penny was under your control to begin with. She was only ever to monitor. Sir, what are you saying? You may recall from the paper I signed that I allowed Penny into the Atlas military as a cadet, not as a weapon. As a person, James, not as an object, and a person has no remote kill switch. You're telling me you built a weapon that's one sentence away from ending all life on Remnant and gave it the mind of a teenager? No, James, I gave my daughter a body, and your military the blueprint for the perfect soldier. It was all in the project brief, too. Let's just say I met Ironwood yesterday, but of course, I don't know the details. Plenty of time to share now. Yeah, let's get to our room then. I shall wait outside. You're not coming in, Miss Winter. I'm just your father's escort, Penny. I still answer directly to General Ironwood. Oh, I see. Hold off a second. Alright. Magic. It boggles the mind. I didn't sense any hints of lying in her voice, Father. and all the data I collected confirms the theory. Well, we've barely scratched Remnant's secrets. Why should magic be but one of them? Just science. We don't understand yet, right, Father? And speaking of which, I was wondering about something. Penny? About what, Alex? You're nominated this... I can't say it. Many times so far. But what is it exactly? I was wondering about that as well. Is it like a special move? Well, I guess we do owe you an explanation about that. I've used you to relay information about its time limit to Penny, after all. A time limit? Is it your semblance, Penny? No, but it's tied to it. I don't know where to start exactly. You can tell us everything, Penny. You know that, no? That's not what I meant, Jack. It's just complicated. Maybe you can answer, Father. Sure. Let me start by asking you a question of my own. What's the difference between a human brain and a digital brain? Are you sure he can make it less complicated, partner? A human brain and a digital brain, like in artificial intelligence, right? The brain of a robot. Well, if I had to take a guess, a digital brain doesn't have emotions. Very well, Alex. That's the basics of it. Not only does a digital brain not have emotions, but it doesn't need them. It doesn't need them. Wait, of course! A digital brain with emotions! That'd just be a human brain! Exactly. Emotions cause lapses in judgment. They affect our thinking and actions. We created digital brains to be free of those and other limitations, to only think of their assigned task and nothing else. Even without taking ore into account, Penny should be stronger, more durable, faster, a quicker thinker, and more nimble than any human being. And yet, she isn't because of her human side, which sets a limit on her potential, just like a human brain does. So, removes that limit. I'm never going to be able to say that. It's a software that forcefully isolates the human side of Penny's personality, even behind her digital nature only. It activates by giving herself a single task, which Penny will then follow through to completion using all the means at her disposal. Afterwards, she goes back to normal. And what's that time limit thing about? That's the maximum amount of time Penny should stay under the influence of its second stage. That was first stage. We call it a half power setting, like a hairdryer. The silliest hairdryer. So what happens if she stays in the second stage more than 3 minutes? I don't know. For obvious reasons, we never tried it. I can only hypothesize that it would be bad. Which is why Penny should use that thing as little as possible. Its second stage only in cases of extreme danger, and never, ever go over the 3 limits. 3 limits? 3 minutes? Time limit. I trust you will make it so that she won't ever have to go to such extremes. You can leave Penny to us. We take care of each other, sir. No way I'm letting my cute partner harm herself. I'm not that cute. Winter. Oh. Wow. Oh my god. Oh right. Winter's younger sister is attending Beacon as well. So she is related to Weiss. I knew it! Maybe you should go make sure the poor lass doesn't embarrass herself. Or that the Alice Guards around campus don't come running thinking it's Penny again. Be right back. Miss Damrot, a word if you please. A word with me? Father, what is it? I just wanted to confirm something. Ever since I saw the double iris in your eyes. Have you by any chance been subject to aura splicing in the past? Aura splicing? What does that even mean? I don't speak science. Oh, I'm sorry. It is, after all, a term I coined myself. What it means is, has your aura ever been altered by something or someone in the past? You can tell? So my theory is correct. Father, what are you saying? There have been other cases like yours in the past, Miss Dameron. They've been my subject of study in the process that brought about Penny's creation. And each and every one of my test subjects sported similar eyes and with double irises. But what? You're the first one I've ever seen alive. Evelyn, you're going to tell me what you know, and you're going to tell me now. There's no need for threats, Miss Dameron. I wasn't going to withhold any information from you. I'm sorry. Think nothing of it. I can understand why it would upset you. After all, no allostations, subjects were ever found in less than groups of 2. Oh, she just started crying. What the fuck just happened? Oh jeez, now we're gonna find out that there's something worse going on with Evelyn. An escort mission? But that's so beneath me. I didn't mean that, but maybe... Normally you would be right, you boob. But the person I was tasked with escorting is Atlas's greatest scientist, Enrico Polendina. His protection cannot be entrusted to simple grunts. I guess we worried for no reason. Something the matter, children? We were just worried that Weiss was going to bring the house down on us. So, Winter is your older sister, Weiss? You know of course you do. Polendina, he must be Penny's father or something. Yes, this is my sister, Winter Schnee, an Atlas specialist, sister. These are Jacqueline B. Ivory, leader of... We'll just say these. You need to say this. Leader of Team jpde. Ivory? Oh. Been there, done that. It's a pleasure to be properly introduced, Winter. I see. A pleasure. Good thing Winter isn't being bitchy. And he's Alex DeCavigus, Jack's partner. He's a good friend. Is he now? I don't think I've ever heard you refer to anyone with such monarchy. I don't think that's right. I was already introduced to him. Oh, nonsense. Weiss has made plenty of friends. It's just that a lot of them have their, and I can't say it, so to speak. I know I said it before. Something like that. Even more surprising. Well, as you can see, we're just catching up. We will avoid bringing down the Atlas force still in the school from gathering here. Guess we'll go back inside then. See you later, Weiss. Winter. Yes. Girlfriend. Nah. Maybe that. After all these years, you're saying it's always the same one. There have never been any other recorded specimens. So far, though, we've always just got sightings of it hanging around the place as instants after they happened. But your story confirms its direct involvement, and this opens up a kind of scenario that's unheard of in history. Starting with how it can possibly move around Remnant like that. So this thing isn't... What is it? It's just some thing? And the reason why? Crisis resolved. We won't have any Atlas SWAT team busting in anytime soon. Good to know. I should probably go back in a few minutes, just in case, though. Yeah, no time like the present, right? Huh? Indeed. Before I go, though. Why is he turning in my direction? Yes, a cup should suffice. Hell does he mean a cup should suffice? A cup of what? A cup of blood. A cup of blood? I asked Fire to conduct some analysis on your body, Alex. I think discovering more about your body could help us in unraveling the mysteries around your origin. I understand that, but a cup of blood? I have a long list of tests in mind for it, my boy. Actually, I should probably take samples for you two as well. From you two. Me and Evelyn? I'd like to keep my blood in its original container. Thank you very much. I won't be able to test for similarities or differences between them without it. Need I remind you that we've never seen a semblance able to share aura before? I guess that makes sense. Ugh, I hate needles. Glad we're on the same page, Jack. Please be gentle. Cut me open. Just do it. Slice me. Get the blood. Oh gods, I should have asked about the size of the cup first! Let me guess, it was big. And now I'm gonna be fucking tired. Toughness. Toughness. Oh, I thought it was already fucking okay. So obviously I'm gonna be falling asleep during class because if the cup was that big, I'm gonna be fucking passing out. I still feel a little weak because of yesterday. I need to resupply an iron. Alex, how are you feeling? You're pale. It's alright, Pyrrha. I'm just a bit I can't say it. I'll be as good as rain after lunch. Amonic? Yeah, I can't say it. I had some blood drawn for some analysis. Let's just say they overdid it with the quantities. I see, but you shouldn't overdo physical activity if you had blood drawn. Does aura training count? Absolutely. Particularly the body strengthening kind of any semblance that affect the body. I see. Speaking of semblances, Pyrrha, can I ask you a question? Only if you can speak while walking. I think you have a meal waiting for you, and your team is beating you to the cafeteria. As you wish, Master. Oh, shush, and start walking. Very, very slowly. What's this question of yours, then? It's about semblances. Have you ever heard of a semblance with conditions? Oh, you're already unlocking your semblance? That's wonderful. Thanks. Thing is, I know what it does, but not how or why. I don't know which conditions have to be met. I see. Well, first of all, how do you know there are conditions to be met? That's a really private information, but I think I can trust Pyrrha. She trusted me and Evelyn with her own secret, after all. I can tell her at least part of it. Pyrrha, promise me you'll keep this a secret. You don't have to tell me if it's that serious. It's alright, and after you trusted me with your own secret, it would be really unfair for me to hesitate now. A voice in your head, and your semblance can... Incredible! It knows me better than I know myself, and yet speaks in riddles. I wish it could come clean already. Alright, let's take this one step at a time. The first step of your semblance. Wow, she's taking this in a stride. Sharing aura. I first unlocked it when under... I guess you say distress. In a risky situation. So maybe I need to be in a situation of stress with a person and really want to save them? That sounds like some really specific situations to recreate. I know, right? Wish it could be simpler. Well, maybe it is. Excuse me? Have you ever tried sharing your aura with someone other than your teammates? No, I haven't. Try it with me now. She extends her right hand towards me, and I stare at it, then at her face. Could it really be that simple? It seems it is. This sensation, it's working. It is that simple. So to share my aura with someone, I just have to want to. Looks like it. How do you feel? I honestly would have never thought of that. And I feel you. Now that I really think about it, I can feel your presence and aura much more strongly than before. Yes, I have a similar feeling. This is probably a side effect, considering that you're probably treating my aura as if it was your own. And vice versa. I wonder about the range. The range? You usually cannot feel or control your aura once it leaves your body, but in your case, it technically doesn't. Another thing to try later. Anyway, step 2. I'm just getting goddamn Black Ops flashbacks with the secure the keys and all that shit. Freedom! Your inspirations, we could say. Yeah, it's not really copying because I can't do the same things everyone does, so inspiration works. If the voice in your head called your semblance's powers steps, I think it's safe to assume that each step is I can't say that. What? So this is what Nora feels like. Sorry, I mean to get inspired by someone. You need to have shared your aura with them first. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. But I shared my aura with all my teammates. So why do I only have everyone's inspiration, so to speak? I guess it depends on how different your relationship with your other teammates is, compared to one you have with her. What differences are there? Why are you blushing? Nothing. No, that can't be it. I refuse to believe that. Let's keep it simple. Maybe it's something related to their own aura. Or maybe their semblance. What are they? Well, Jack can... Oh my god, it's above, that's it! You thought of something? No, I haven't! I'm sorry? I don't know what their semblances do, except for Evelyn. Oh, I see. Shall we give it a try, then? Sure. What's yours? Huh? Wait, that's kind of private, isn't it? Isn't like a hunter's best weapon? You're sweet, but you don't have to worry. Knowing about my semblance's nature doesn't help fight its effects, so knowing about it won't give you any advantage against me. That's the closest you've ever come to bragging. I don't know what to say, but thanks. Anyway, my semblance is polarity. I can alter the polarity of any 2 objects. 2 objects? Yes, I must always affect 2 objects at the same time, otherwise the object wouldn't know what to react to. Say I wanted to make something fly away. To determine the direction, I have to polarize another object for the first to be repelled by. I understand. Polarization. Repulsion. Your eyes! And not only that, the sensation. Is this what Pyrrha... Thanks, Pyrrha. Well, I guess I got something new, but it's time to end the episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.